Hey, I want to tell a quick story. I was on, I don't love to do media, and media is really important, but I don't love to do it. And I get stuck on some stuff a lot of times, and there's some politics involved, or however you want to say it, and I end up doing media stuff that I never even hear about. It never even gets back to me. Point being, the media is so small at sometimes of some of the things that I get roped into that it gets a little bit annoying. I am a sucker, though, for TMZ. I love their site. I go there each day. There's a few websites I go to. They're one of them. So when I get asked to do TMZ, it's a little bit of a thrill for me. So I get contacted by TMZ, and Harvey himself wants to interview me, the big cheese. So I'm driving in my car, and I'm trying to get home, and the way they do it is it's a Skype interview. So I've got to get home and get to my computer to do the interview. So I do. I log in. Harvey sits down, and he says, Chael, obviously you know, but Donald Trump, and this is to do with Celebrity Apprentice, he says, Donald Trump earlier today told Governor Schwarzenegger, and then he filled in the blanks. And I'm paraphrasing now, but Trump had tweeted that he had higher ratings than Schwarzenegger. And it was of interest because Trump is an executive producer on the show that shares in the profits. So I thought maybe it was a little bit of a pro wrestling angle where, Trump was coming after Schwarzenegger as a way of getting attention for the show. But no, it wasn't. It was a little quite more sincere than that, in that Trump did finish by saying Schwarzenegger supported Kasich in the primary and Hillary in the general. So Trump was being serious. Trump's inauguration is on January 20th. My fight is on January 21st in Schwarzenegger's hometown. He was going to come to my fight, but he couldn't go because he was going to the inauguration. Now he's coming to my fight, which means he's not going to the inauguration. So that was something real. Now, where I was caught off guard, Harvey led this by saying, Chael, obviously you have heard by now. Well, I hadn't heard. I had been in practice all day. Then I was driving home. I hadn't been on my phone. I use my phone for my news. I've got an iPhone, so that's what I use to surf the internet. I didn't know any of these things. So I was caught off guard, but I responded. And when I got done responding, I basically just said, look, these are both great guys, but I didn't have an opinion for them because I didn't know anything about it. So I was playing along, and Harvey said, you sure are walking a fence here. And I noticed that TMZ never aired the piece. So whatever it was I was supposed to do from an entertainment standpoint was a miss because I was so down the middle. But I didn't, I guess, and now is what I want to respond. And the reason I couldn't respond to Harvey, one, I didn't know. He broke this news to me. But two, I don't know what response I would have. Trump is stating numbers. Trump did a 6.1 million viewers on his debut of Celebrity Apprentice. This season with Governor Schwarzenegger debuted between 4.9 and 5.1. So all Trump did was state that there is nothing for me to argue against. I can't take Governor Schwarzenegger's side on this because I don't even know what the battle is. And secondly, Trump did state numbers. Numbers don't lie. There's really nothing I could say about that. I felt attached to the Governor Schwarzenegger show. I didn't feel that it was fair to say that this was between Trump and Schwarzenegger because that dismisses all of us. I was in there participating, and fellow cast members were in there participating. So I kind of thought it was a team thing. It wasn't just between those two to start with. And secondly, he did just state numbers, and he stated them accurately. So I don't know where the debate is.
I have no idea, but 5 million people is a lot of people.
Hey, 5 million people is a great number. It's absolutely a home run. Trump hit a grand slam. Now, I did offer this to TMZ, and I was right to do so. Trump was established on Thursday nights. Now, I know this because I happen to like the show. I happen to watch it for shoot before I had any level of participation. He was always on Thursday nights. Sunday of last week rolled around. I thought we were going to debut on Thursday, and it was Brian out at ESPN goes, no, you're on tomorrow. I'm on the show, and I argued with him. And go, no, it's Thursday. It's always on Thursday. And he goes, no, it's tomorrow, January 2nd. So I'm on the show, and I didn't even know what day it was on. Relevance being, when a viewer has in mind that something's on a Thursday and you change the date, there is an education curve there. You're not going to have your highest numbers. This happened all the way to Seinfeld when they moved the date. They had to move it back to Thursdays at 8 p.m. Jay Leno, as great as he was, took the same product into prime time. It flopped so bad he had to go back to late night. There is something to be said. Katie Couric over in the news, as good as she was, and I think Megyn Kelly's going to go through this next. As good as you are, you can't just go shuffle the deck and think that viewers are going to follow you. It doesn't work that way. You answer to us. We don't answer to you. I thought Celebrity Apprentice did have that against them when you move the date from an established Thursday to a new date of Monday. So let's just see what the numbers are. Let's just see them come in. But as far as getting involved in that fight, look, if one guy's stating numbers and they're accurate, there's no argument to be had.
No, there's not. That was brilliant on your part.